Hi there everyone, your Pyral here with some more No More Heroes 3. This is it. This is the last set of episodes where I just do nothing but defense missions. So here we are in the last area, Neo Brazil. I think I've mentioned this before, but whenever I see the name Neo Brazil, it makes me think of Mobile Fighter G Gundam, because the premise of Mobile Fighter G Gundam is that there's this big worldwide tournament by various nations, and all of them have like Neo in the front of their name. So the main character, Domon, he is from Neo Japan. There's a character from Neo America, and I think there's one from like Neo Russia or something. But seeing Neo Brazil makes me think of that. And also, this just came to my mind, but the aesthetic of this particular set of defense missions that I'm showing off, like with the white floor paneling and like the high towers, for some reason it just reminds me of Neo Domino City from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, or the dub calls it New Domino City, but it reminds me of that place. Maybe just because the word Neo is in it. But yeah, these defense missions, these are the last ones that I do. There's some that I end up missing just because sometimes when you do defense missions, they get overridden with space missions, and you can't do later ones in that particular area until you clear the space missions, which I didn't feel like doing since I already completed all of the space missions. But yeah, I'm missing a handful of defense missions, which doesn't really matter. I might do that off screen before the next episode. Probably not. But yeah, it is at least good to know that I did show off defense missions in all of the major areas of the game, so I'm not complaining one bit. Not at all. But yeah, this one, it's just 6 waves of some annoying enemies. The ones that like to shoot these energy balls, these long range ones that teleport, are probably my least favorite enemies in the game, just because they teleport. And then these ones that I'm currently killing, the ones that can put up the shields in front of them, probably my second least favorite enemy, just because they are annoying when they set up their shields, because it blocks you from comboing them for a little bit. They can shoot not landmines, but just sticky bombs at you, which get annoying. Which I figured out how to get rid of the sticky bombs in the middle of these defense missions, because I probably wasn't paying attention beforehand, but if you attack the one that put the sticky bomb on you enough, then the sticky bomb will just disappear. So that was something that I learned. So yeah, and now we're just doing the same set of 6 waves in this defense mission, just with palette swaps of the enemies. So yeah. Now actually, the enemy I think I like fighting the most is probably weirdly enough, it's the dual wielding aliens, which were shown in like the first wave of this one. Those ones are fun to fight just because you can consistently get some perfect dodges out of them, just because they move decently fast enough with their jumping attack, or they'll charge at you. I just enjoy fighting them, even if it does get annoying when you fight multiples of them. It's just a straight up brawl with them. You don't need to worry about like long range attacks or anything like that. So I enjoy fighting them. Same with the 2-headed aliens that can become invisible, which I also think are in this set of defense missions. Just because it's easy to get perfect dodges out of them, and if your perfect dodges are good enough, then you can just go straight into Mustang mode when you have that upgrade available. So yeah, these 2-headed ones. Do they have 2 heads? Maybe 3, maybe 1. I don't know. But yeah, basically I like the enemies where they don't do long range attacks to annoy me, pretty much. And here, we've seen a little bit of me doing this, I think, in the previous episode as well, but my new strategy, it's just basically an improved version of what I've been doing before, where I would just use my death kick and then death slowdown as they're getting up, to slow them down to get some more hits on them. But once I use death slowdown, now I immediately use death rain just to get some additional damage in. I feel that's a pretty effective way of fighting enemies, especially just one-on-one. It helps a lot. And then sometimes I'll just do the anti-gravity force push thing. I'll use that Death Glove skill every now and again. I don't know if the game has any other Death Glove skills, if I'm being completely honest, but these 4 that are given to you, they work. I think maybe in Naomi's lab you can get more Death Glove skills, but I don't think I'm gonna utilize them. I might just do some upgrades, maybe? Who knows? Also, my Joy-Con batteries when I was recording this, I had this constant, like, fear that the batteries would die because the low battery message would pop up every now and again. I'm like, well, I'm gonna die in the middle of one of these defense missions, aren't I? Which doesn't actually make sense because if a Joy-Con or your controller that you're using dies, then it'll just go to, like, the controller screen. But still, there was just something I was worried about because, like, I was recording at the time. I was like, oh, this is gonna ruin the flow of the video or whatever. But that didn't happen. The Joy-Cons actually lasted a lot longer than I was expecting. So, hooray to that. Anyways, this is the last defense mission. Not for the video, but this particular set of them. Where it's like the 6 waves of these enemies. And I think this one actually didn't give me as much trouble as the previous set of 6 waves because I died in that previous 6 set that didn't show me dying, of course, but I did die. So, oops. And here, I didn't die at all. I mean, I believe I ended up going through some sushi to heal myself, but yeah. Oh well. Now, this defense mission, yeah, it looks like I'm not having as much difficulty. Maybe just because I got into the flow of things with fighting these enemies. I don't know. But this isn't even the last time I will be seeing these enemies either, just because I do have the designated matches to show, which I haven't even done yet, but I'm probably going to be seeing some of these enemies around. So that's going to be exciting. One thing I like about enemies or defense missions where you have a lot of waves, it gives you an opportunity to give you some like WESN and even some money. And with the slot machine skills, I don't know how much those give you for both of those things. I think I actually was talking about this in the last episode, but yeah. Also, I like the red coloring of these enemies for this particular wave. I don't know. It just makes them look a little bit like Carnage, actually. Kind of. As for these ones, I like to shoot things and teleport. Those are still annoying no matter what, but they are easy to kill. I think their defense is probably among the lowest of the enemies in the game. Yeah. Also, I'm a little bit disappointed because this is the last like unique area we get to see in these defense missions. Because the next set of defense missions I do is just like an underground subway thing that we've seen before. Oh well, I do like that each area has its own aesthetic for some of the defense missions, which is nice. And this wave is almost... Wow, both of my Joy-Cons actually were getting low on battery. I wasn't paying attention too much when I was recording, but I just saw up there in the top left corner, it was the blue one, and earlier it was the purple one. Which both of those actually are the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons that I got. This is getting a bit off topic, but I saw them at Walmart randomly one day a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, I've been on the lookout for these. And I don't know when I'll see them again, so you know what, I'll get them. So I did. I think that's actually like my 4th pair of Joy-Cons, actually. So, neat. Neat. Okay, is this defense mission almost done? It looks like it. And that's twice in this episode where I got full armor green mode. Well, if I knew I was going to be getting those, I probably would have used the one that I'm saving, like, a little bit more liberally, but oh well. Anyways, this is the last set of defense missions I do, number 44 and I think number 45. And it's just fighting the 3 different mini-bosses, which I think I've shown before. I think there's a defense mission, I want to say, in Santa Destroy where you do this? But I don't really know. And actually, out of all of the mini-bosses, this first one is probably the most annoying to me just because it can teleport, it shoots things, and it can actually temporarily disable your death glove, which is annoying. Oh well. This one too. This one is annoying. The design of this mini boss vaguely reminds me of a robot in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s that is like part chair. I don't know why I think of that, but yeah, the second mini boss out of the 3 that you fight here reminds me of that for whatever reason. Anyways, all that's left is the last set of defense missions here, which is exciting because that just means I'm getting closer to finishing doing all of this post-commentary stuff. I mean, I don't mind doing post-commentary every now and again, but this is what, the 3rd episode in a row? 4th episode? It's the 4th time I've done it in this Let's Play, so it's kind of worn out its welcome. In my opinion, at the very least. Oh well. This one is almost done. And actually, wow, I'm making short work of these enemies. Normally the mini-boss here, this last one with the giant axe, always gives me trouble. But I remember actually not doing that bad against it in this particular fight. Maybe just because I'm just using my death glove skills like a madman, but yeah. And now all that's left is just the last bit of upgrading that would happen at the end of these videos. I think I'll be doing some more upgrading once I'm done with the designated matches, but yeah, that's an attack power increase. I don't think I'm gonna have max attack power by the end of this Let's Play, but oh well. Oh well. Maybe if I do some defense missions off screen, I don't know. But that's pretty much it for this episode. We're done doing defense missions. All that's left to do is just start the next episode. We're gonna do the last set of designated matches. At least I'm pretty sure it's the last set of them. So, with that, thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for some more No More Heroes 3. Later!